everyone. I'm Dr. Urvashi Sharma with Dr. Rakesh Kumar Arya from Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, Faridabad, Haryana, here to present the paper on reversal rule in trade. Now, from the introduction, I will start that WTO was multilateral trade body to decide on tariff subsidies, dispute settlement services, etc. China has a fabulous advantage on maximum import and minimum import. US has been suffering on account of trade deficit, unemployment, etc. Trump administration slapped high tariffs on goods imported from China. US has been slow in appointing dispute settlement body. US says that they won't share technology with China and should depend on US for imports of some technology-based products. Appetite of US is getting over and employment issues are bothering United States. China is developing rivalry over Taiwan and the rules of competition are blurred. Production is based on GVC for labor goods. China is being replaced by another emerging economies and tariffs rate, which was the prime condition of WTO, are going up. Repeated financial and banking crisis has destabilized United States, and employment issues are forcing US after pandemic to give importance to American first. Therefore, import is being infringed with a higher import duty, and United States trade deficit is much bigger, higher with China. China is experiencing changing in demography after the COVID situations also. Production in China is also decreasing day by day. Now, United States believe in friendshoring, that so many countries will come together and they will do the business. US for the first time had roughly 52 trillion of semiconductor industry. US is not willing to share technology with China, and pandemic has made all the countries financially weak. As we have seen that the situation of pandemic has made the countries very weak in both the conditions, emotionally as well as the financially, the people are weak. Debt has increased astronomically, consumption is being cut down. Global supply chain are being reworked out and dispute settlement body is not functioning properly. As it can say, WTO is not functioning properly. Countries are entering into the FTA as per their convenience, and internationalization of domestic countries are also impacting trade mathematics. In global warming era, the countries are trying to create their own equipments through investment by developed countries. Cost structure is being reworked out, particularly as China is leaving the space. Investment in emerging economies has increased a lot. Share of services is increasing, and trade of intellectual property rights products will remain in place because they are the knowledge products. Now, this is all about the China, and after World War, we can say that as trade was given as much importance to IMF and World Bank. 44 countries were signatories to IMF, but presently there are only 160 countries on board with IMF. Sri Lanka and Pakistan have gone down to measure levy as they did not have even a single dollar even in the foreign reserve. The bailout has to be done essentially by IMF as per the charter of IMF. It is doubtful whether the Third World War countries expect for the concession given for preferential trade. They would have really contributing in strengthening the trade. The theme, which was laid in 1944, the time of setting up of GATT, was mitigating between the two countries through two main points like MFN and the tariff agreement. The growth in services and intellectual property rights could not be accommodated in construction of GATT and hence could not be accommodated in the constitution of GATT. And hence, WTO was to be given an appropriate importance to decide rules of trades in goods and services and intellectual property rights. United States, European Union, Canada, and other G7 countries would have any difficulty in agreeing to free trade expected to take place under WTO. United States, being a larger country among G7, has suffered a setback with the astronomical speed of China. In WTO, it is expected that trade is being happening on equal terms, most preferably in the reduction in tariff, and pre-supporting the economies are the market-oriented, but China was found to be the black sheep because it is still a non-market being deceived on the issue of trade. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Yeah, Professor, thank you very much for your excellent presentation. My question is, lately, the United States is importing less from China, okay? Our imports from China have been declining. Okay? As imports have declined from China, we see more imports from Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines. Do you think that will continue, or imports from China to the United States, or the trend will be reversed? Because costs are increasing in China. Okay? Labor costs have been going up. The government is putting a lot of pressure on companies to reveal the secrets of production, which they don't want to. So what is your take on this?
So from my point of view, World Bank and IMF are still functioning with some charm and gap, which have given W2, it would have a large canvas in the 1995. And I think so that multilateral bodies, W2 was expected to smoother the rule of trades so that China will get the opportunity. But from my point of view, I will see that whatever the image China has created in the back years, in near futures, it will take long time to develop that.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.